welcome to the week. And in this week, I thought I would have a nice, sedate week of back testing. Chill, do it at the right speed, everything that I was supposed to do. Now, did I do that? Or did I have a mini meltdown? Let's wait and see. Excuse the scarf and the slightly fluffy hair. Rudely rushed straight from shower to Discord coffee this morning. I just wanted to, just wanted to come on quickly just to say, interesting thoughts this morning. I'm doing my back testing now. Back testing. And I'm starting to notice already that UJ's looking good. You know, that there may, dare I say it, there may be a nice version of the edge there. And now I really, really, really want to rush through in order to get to the end to find out. And there's a balancing act there, because yes, I do need to work quite hard to get this done because I've got time and I can do it, but I don't want to do it shit. So there's my thoughts on a Monday morning. I have to excuse the wet hair. I literally just forced myself to shower and get out of the house. I've got absolutely entrenched in back testing to the point it's actually started to mess with my head a little bit. This is the problem with me with back testing. I am obsessive, and if you give me a problem to solve, aka no edge, I'm not sure if I've got an edge, it just makes me want to keep going till it's finished. You can't do that with back testing because it doesn't get finished in a day. So basically I got up this morning, I don't know, I must have been up about 5, and I spent pretty much from 5:30 to 11 a.m. just solidly sitting there back testing. And because I wanted to get rid of the uncertainty, sort of every couple of months I would run it through GPT to see, because I'm sort of haven't picked my stops and TP yet, just to see whether there was a positive outcome edge. It was all going fine till May 2024, the bastard, when it hit a series of losses, which, to be fair, by that point I was like, I can't even go back over and look at them properly. I sort of had speeded up a little bit by then, and I was like, imagine if I spent all this time and there's no edge. What if the concept I'm working on just isn't even a thing? And the idea of spending weeks to get to the end and be like, I don't have an edge, or there is no concept, and to do it all again, I'll be completely honest, part of me was like, it wasn't so much doing it, but it was just like, because I've got a good work ethic and I'm not going to give up, but it was just the idea, like, people just getting further ahead of me, and sort of everybody sitting there happy with their little edge. Took a trade, made a win. I just felt like I was falling behind, just in life in general. So, little tantrum, stopped, reset the group, got up, showered, came out for a walk. Because this is the thing, you see, normally I'm a very productive person, and now I've expended all my mental energy for the day on back testing, and I've got so many other things I need to be doing, like making fucking dumplings, which I was very excited about the idea of doing when the alternative was a sea swim, and now it's just like I took every fibre of my being not to go back on the computer and trying to work out the problem. But I can't exist like that, it's not going to work. So it's going to require a mental shift to exist in uncertainty and do things at a slower pace, both of which I do not like. But I guess that's the challenge. Anyway, that's my little rambling for this morning. On my way back from my walk, just went to get some food, did the classic, didn't take a big enough bag, so I'm now carrying cornettos. Ooh, and I've got noodles in my pocket. But I feel a bit better now, as I always do, and have a little tantrum, then go out for a walk and have a think about it. Highly recommend it. I have to say, it's one thing I'm very, very proud of over the last couple of years. My resilience threshold is a lot better than it used to be. Like, I was always really resilient, but it doesn't take me too long now to just sort of get upset, pick myself up and go again. So yeah, feeling better. I'm waiting for a response at some point to what I wrote on the group, but I'm gonna assume it may be something along the lines of calm the fuck down, do it properly, stop being an idiot. Maybe it's possible, it's very possible. So we'll wait and see how that goes. Let's make some, I've been told off for saying motherfucking dumplings, but motherfucking dumplings! Okay, let's do it. I worked out actually better if I do it from that angle, because all you could see of me was my face. No cooking, no point. So next steps, what do I do next? Dumpling bits whilst getting my voice note telling me off, not telling me off, it was fair, for getting myself in a bit of a back testing state. Live reactions, need to sit and have a little think about that. Put together the cabbage, pork mince, bits and bobs, soy sauce, lemongrass, ginger, bits and bobs in that. Roll into a long sausage shape. Yes? No, you can't have any raw dumpling mix. I might call this pasties. I'm just absorbing my voice note while I cook. Good times. About back testing. Basically, what he said is right. I hate it. But I had gone into it expecting that I would back test and that would solve all my problems. Was the only one problem. Don't really have many other problems other than trading. Well, that's pretty good. And I was like, yeah, if I do 2 years of back testing, I will have an edge and it will work and I will be on my way and life will be good, and that will be that. And I will win the gold star for trading and I'll just trade and things will be amazing. And as he rightly pointed out, backtesting is a rite of passage for traders, and I think that, like, I feel bad, like I feel bad that I did it that way, but fucking hell, that's just, you know, again, it's that whole perfection trap, isn't it? Like, don't expect to just do something and get everything right. That's not the whole point. But I think I'm just gonna have to get it in my head with true acceptance that I cannot sit there and fix this with brute force. It's gonna take time, you know? And even if it takes me till summer, and even then, like you said, there's no guarantee what I do will work. So I have to just let go, control. It's hard for me. I like control. I like to know what I'm doing, when I'm doing, how I'm doing it. But trading doesn't work like that. Sure. Yes. That's my conclusion so far. And I can confirm that the dumplings did in fact taste like mini Cornish pasties. I think I may well have done something wrong when I made them. I don't know if I made the dough too thick or baked them for too long, but weren't my finest hour, and the other half was polite. But perhaps not enthused. So but I did it. That was fun. And to be fair, I thought they were going to be those sort of I don't know, like Goya's rice paper wrapper ones. So maybe I'll have another bash. I bet you can't wait. Not this week. Oh, what a week that was. After I got that back testing VN, voice note in the know, I sat down and I just looked at the charts and I just took a step back and allowed myself to be more of a scientist rather than a straight out fixer. And as I was looking at it, I was just doing what I do sometimes, which is, what do my best trades have in common? Is there anything obvious? And what did the worst trades have in common? Was there anything obvious? Now, I already knew that the problem was chop. That the way that I was doing it before was basically not keeping me out the chops. So I was taking a lot of losses. But when I was looking at the best trades, I noticed that there was like a key part of the why the best trades went, and it was like an impulse in Asia. So I was like, okay, cool. So if I just literally put that filter in, will that take away sort of the worst patches without any expectation on things working, but at least so that I know I'm not backtesting a strategy that can take 10 L's in a month with no wins. So that's what I did, and looks all right. So I've just gone back to what I was doing, as in the parameters that I was testing, and I am at 8 or 9 months in now, and I haven't put it in GPT once. So that's a good step. I've been very, very tempted. I keep thinking to myself, no, like I won't have the full data till the end. Anyway, so next week, more of the same, backtesting. The way things are, there would have been at least one winner this week, live as I was looking. But it's going to be a journey, you know? Sometimes you just got to dig in. And if it takes me 2 months to run data, but I end up with a much more stable strategy at the end of it, then it'll have all been worth it. And this is the thing, sometimes what seems disastrous, you can look back on and say was the moment that changed everything. No expectations, change everything. But there we go. So next week, again, nothing massive challenge-wise next week, maybe another cooking one, because after that, I've got some bang, bang, bang bigger things happening. My birthday month is always quite big, and I'm going to have a lot of fun. So I'm going to make something food-wise again next week. And until then, see you next week.